Welcome back on my Tech Mixers. That was weird. I'm not gonna do that again. Welcome back on my Tech Mixers. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you more Wheel of Time news. Because, oh boy, the Wheel of Time Twitter account has been going absolutely crazy for the last 3 days. And we've got to talk about it.
Oh, he's technically Mexican and 3/4 American, but for 3 generations he's got that nationality. Great-great-grandpa headed south, whose kids had kids then turned around. It's not what the show's about, but it's why he's Mexican technically. He hopes that he was raised in New Mexico, lived in Guadalajara for 2 years, speaks fluent Spanish with a bachelor's degree in language, and makes a mean taquito.
I love me some Wheel of Time, and I'm a big fan of all the stuff that we've been getting. So, if you're not already aware, in the most bizarre marketing technique I've ever seen, the Wheel of Time official Twitter sent out a bunch of puzzle pieces. They DM'd puzzle pieces to prominent influencers and content creators associated with the Wheel of Time, which is like so it is so weird, but also genius. I unfortunately I was not included among the ranks of those lucky enough to receive a personal tweeted puzzle piece, and I am greatly offended, while on Prime, that you don't consider me a prominent Wheel of Time creator. I am forever spurned and will only be giving negative marks from here on out. Just kidding. I am gonna need every last one of you, though, to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that the next time this happens, I too can receive a coveted puzzle piece, because I hate being left out, and also, please subscribe. I need it. I need this, because I'm not even monetized yet. Yikes! Yeah, I mean, it's such a weird thing to do. And basically, they instead of just releasing a new poster for the show, they chopped it up into a bunch of puzzle pieces and sent individual pieces to different people. And it created this firestorm where people had to communicate and figure out who had all the pieces. You had to check your DMs and come forth with all of the pieces to this puzzle. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of, but it was really cool to watch. And eventually everyone shared the pieces, and we're able to put the puzzle together. It's so funny and so dumb and so great. The poster's pretty cool. We eventually did get, to see the full completed poster, and then they released this little, animated, what's the word for it? Technically, I mean, it's not like a GIF. It's a photo that's been kind of animated. I don't know what the word for one of these is. A moving photo, it's a movie, but it's not a movie. It's, you know what I mean. It's a fancy picture. It's a fancy picture. That's what we're gonna go with. So this is the new poster. This is the completed thing after everyone got all the puzzles together. And I gotta say, it looks really cool. This is obviously, Lan and Moraine in the aftermath of Winter's Night. And a dead Trolloc boy getting hoisted up by his own head. It's a cool poster. And a really weird experience. But also like a great way to get everyone hyped for the show. It was so weird. But the big news, aside from the poster puzzle triathlon scavenger hunt, is we got a couple little mini videos that they also dropped on Twitter. We got one little mini video that is showcasing the Shadowspawn in the Wheel of Time universe. These are the baddies. Most of the people that you'll see here are Trollocs, which are like human-animal hybrid monsters. They're kind of like fancy orcs. Except that in the books they're composed of a bunch of different animal types. Although it looks like in the show they're going to be kind of more uniform. I haven't seen a Trolloc that doesn't have horns on their head, and I think that they're going to simplify the variety of Trolloc for the TV show, just to make things easier for the budget and costume designers and such. So we get to see a lot of Trollocs, and we get to see a Murderall, which is like a snake creature type thing, fade thing, and they're the guys that they're the kind of the leaders that push the Trollocs into doing what they want. So let's watch this bad boy and see what it's all about. I've refrained from watching these because I wanted to do a video on them, and let's see.
Armies of Trollocs and Fades, 1 million strong, will wash across the land, killing and eating every person they find. And you can't outrun a Fade.
It's a good teaser. It's a good teaser. It's looking really, really cool. Let's see if we can get a Trolloc that's not blurry. Yeah. See, yeah, it's looking like the Trollocs are going to be pretty similar in design. I mean, there's a little difference. Like, these are clear. So this guy right here looks like he's got, like, ram's horns on. And the one right next to him looks more like bull horns. So we are getting a little variety between the Trollocs. But I still don't see any unhorned Trollocs. So, like, we're getting lots of different types of horns here. See, you've got these little curly ones on this guy. But we're going to get variety within the unvarietedness, but I think for the most part, the Trollocs are going to be similar in size and shape, and we're not going to see as many other animaled Trolloc designs like birds and such. In the books, you get Trollocs with beaks and but yeah. So there's going to be a little variety, but I'm pretty sure that they're all going to have hooves like this. And is that a horse? That's a horse. They're all going to be similar in design. We got a nice little close-up of Lamb and Dragarin. Beautiful. I'm a fan of this casting. He's cool. We get Maureen Sedai, who's been speaking this whole time, just talking about how bad the Shadowspawns are, the servants of the dark. Oh, and then we get this close-up of the Murderall. I'm really liking the Murderall designs. Oh, that mouth. Look at that. These guys look spooky. Let's see if we can see. So we get Trollocs in the background. Yeah, they're all kind of horn boys. We got some horny Trollocs. I love the teeth going all the way down. Otherworldly. Because the Trollocs are kind of supposed to be like nothing you've ever seen before. I mean, the Murderall. Not the Trollocs, but we get some little Trollocs running. See, we get different kinds of horns, but I don't see any that don't have horns. I'm just making the same point over and over again. Oh, we got a little blurry Trolloc. Oh, that one looks fun. Killing some people. Some poor innocent villagers. Oh! Ooh! Look at that! I missed that the first time. That is a boop. Too graphic for YouTube. Censor it. Don't look. I'm gonna look again. That is a head getting chopped off by a Trolloc boy. Oh man. You can't outrun a Fade. Except that you can sometimes. I mean, that's exciting. It's a cool little spotlight. Shedding some light, for people who haven't read the books on the bad guys of the Wheel of Times. Man, if that doesn't get your blood pumping, like, these are some spooky boys. They haven't shown us any Drakandar. Let me see if I'm saying that right. Drakandar. No, I'm saying it wrong. Drakkar. I just added an extra syllable. We haven't seen any Drakkars, which are just kind of like winged vampire kind of things. They haven't shown us any Drakkars. We haven't seen we're not going to see the Golem until much later. They haven't shown us the Dark Hounds yet, because I think the Dark Hounds didn't show up till the book 2. So we've seen the baddies. We haven't seen a Drakkar, but we haven't seen a Drakkar Noir. But man, what a palater cleanse! What an exciter! I'm excited. And then they just keep they're not stopping. Every day, Twitter is just on fire. We got another little video where we showcased Logain. And I haven't seen this one either. I saved it just for you boys. So let's watch this one together, okay? Is the sound on? Let's see Logain in action.
There have been false dragons before. His strength is more than anything I've ever seen.
Oh, man.
There have been...
Okay. I'm a big fan of Logain in the books, and I'm really glad that we're gonna get to see more of him in the show. Because it takes you see him in book 1, and then you don't get a lot of his story until later, and I'm glad that we're going to see a lot of him in season 1, because he's a really cool character. I don't know what to say other than this show is looking so good! Okay. So he's Logain. Yeah, this isn't really spoiling, this is just world building stuff. Logain is a false dragon. It's a man who can channel, which is dangerous. Because channeling makes men go crazy. He can do the magics. Okay, so this is... I don't know who these soldiers are. I don't know what faction that is. Could be Camelin, but that wouldn't make... Because we're not... I don't think we're wearing different clothes. So we're seeing 2 different scenes. This can't be Camelin because... we're not even going to get to see Elaine until season 2. She wasn't even cast for season 1, right? This confuses me a little bit. Because this looks like Camelin. Okay, we're getting some dark weave. Okay. I think, because we've seen the Aes Sedai channeling already, Aes Sedai channeling is going to look like these white little threads. Which differs from the books a little bit in that, they are described as weaves, as threads, but they all have different colors based on the element that you're channeling. You channel like spirit and fire and water and stuff to do different things. And so they're supposed to be all different colored. I can understand if the show is going to bleach them and just show all of the weaves as white, because it could be visually confusing for people who haven't read the books, because the Aes Sedai are also color-coded, and so it might be like, are they using... That might be confusing. It would be cool if we still get to see colorful weaves. I'm totally okay if they end up just being white. And this here makes me think that that's going to be the case. Because the boys and the girls channel 2 different sources. It's like 2 sides of the same coin, right? I think... So the females, when they do magic, they channel Saidar. And the males, when they do magic, channel Saidin, which are basically 2 halves of the same coin. And this shot right here shows Logain channeling Saidin, and it's black. I think for simplicity's sake, since there's already so many things to keep track of, we're gonna just see black and white. I think Saidar is going to be depicted as white threads, and Saidin is going to be depicted more as this nebulous black mist stuff. But you do see a thread of white before the black. Now, that would just simplify, that would be an easy way to visually simplify things. Boys and girls, black and white, the 2 different sources. But, they might not go that route. They might have more colorful weaves, and the blackness of Saidin here could just be the way that they visually represent the taint. Not that kind of taint. Because you see, it starts off, you see this little white, there's a little bit of a white wisp that comes first, and then it's followed by this black sludge, smoky stuff. That could be the tainted source of Saidin. This really is not spoiling much. You find this out quickly. This is why male channelers go mad, because the Dark One, the big bad, the big bad devil boy, in a clever trick, reached out to Saidin and poisoned it. It's called the Dark One's taint. So the big bad in the story poisoned the male half of the magic source. And so that could be what we're seeing here visually. You see the magic, but then it's tainted by the Dark One. They can still use the magic, but the more they use it, the more boys channel, it makes them go crazy. So that's cool, right? But what's confusing here is this looks like Camelin to me. We'll have to see what this is. Because originally you're introduced to Logain in the city of Camelin. Rand sees him locked up in a cage on his way to the White Tower. The Aes Sedai have captured him and they're taking him to the tower. And he climbs over walls and he gets to see Logain. And that's also where he meets Elaine Trakand, the daughter heir to Camelin. But we know that she doesn't show up till season 2, so I just assumed that we weren't going to see Camelin at all. But we might still see Camelin because of this, and just not see, and just never meet Elaine. Who knows? I don't know. We just get a lot of close-ups here of Logain. He is very powerful. He's strong in the source. We get a nice little close-up of Matt, R.I.P. I like him. Oh, and then we get him caged by the Aes Sedai, being shielded. You can stop him from using the magic with the woman magic, but he does something. Oh, and then we get the warder who does the jumpy jumps. We already saw that in the other trailer. Breaking through the shield. Then boom, 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 explosion. So he's going to escape his captivity. This is all stuff that doesn't happen in the books, so I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just guessing. Really excited. This is looking like some cool stuff. Man, lots to speculate on. We'll just have to wait and see. It's the 15th, but this video is going to drop on the 16th, and we're a month away, guys. We're a month away from the show dropping, November 19th. I'm super excited, and if you're not already following the Wheel of Time on Twitter, repent, because they're dropping stuff every day, and I think this is all leading up to a second trailer drop, because we don't have a full trailer. The only trailer that we have is a teaser trailer. It's so weird that we have trailers for trailers now. Let's just call them, they're all trailers. I don't know. It's silly. But we technically don't have a full-length trailer. The one that we got was only 2 minutes, and it's a teaser. And we're a month away, so give us a second trailer already. But also, thanks for giving us all these little bits to chomp on while we wait. They're probably still working on some effects, and this is like hey, give them a little scrap so they don't eat themselves and go mad. Oops, that's loud. But that's it. Let's just end on this imagery, because keep checking back in. Love you guys. Can't wait to finally be able to drop my review of The Eye of the World once I finish reading it, and I can't wait to be reviewing this show when it comes out. So I'll see you all later on the flip side, on the next turning of the wheel. Please watch my videos. Thanks. Bye.